Juan,
No.
do you name your car?
I don't have a car.
Do you name your primary mode of transportation, even if it's a public bus?
No.
Oh. Well, now I just feel like the odd man out because I absolutely do.
That's good for you.
Isn't like and I'm sorry for the analogy, isn't like being a car guy just an equivalent of being like a horse girl?
Yes.
Something like that, yes, yeah.
It's on four legs. It's got four wheels. You know, it gets you to the same destination.
Okay, hear me out. I want to see a movie about a horse girl, but the horse dies in the first act.
Oh no.
Wait.
Probably
The-
oh Jesus, that there probably is one like that.
No.
I'm sure there's a Mel Gibson produced like horse whisperer who like the horse dies tragically in the first act, and then like the jockey rider becomes the horse.
No,
Like,
even better. The horse dies in the first act, and she spends the rest of the movie learning necromancy to bring the horse back for the big show.
Yeah, it's called beating a dead horse.
I would have gone with Necroprancer.
He's an out of work alcoholic with a young daughter who's a horse girl. Now, the sad thing is, though, is that horse passes away, but she learns the power of friendship through necromancy. Introducing Skella Girl, and of course, Necropancer in Feeding a Dead Horse, starring Will Smith, 2025.
It stars Will and his daughter Willow.
Yeah.
My Little Pony friendship, it really is magic.
Friendship? Friendship is necromancy. There we go.
Ah.
In all
You're
honesty,
never alone on the holidays when you're a necromancer.
You know, we could take it a step further as like another iteration of the Shaggy Dog where Tim Allen turns into a horse.
Tim Allen is just known, like, if you hire Tim Allen, he's probably going to transform into something.
I mean, a necromancer in the holidays, it's kind of to be expected. I mean, how else is a single man supposed to raise a family?
Ugh.
Ooh. That was good. That was good.
I'm allowed. Don't boo me, Joe.
I didn't boo. I just listen. I didn't boo you. I was just like looking at. I looked at it like, yeah, a single man raising a family. Ugh, that's rough, buddy.
I got the joke, and I was like,
I mean, it's an easy way to tell your kid to go to their room.
Hey, it could be worse. You could be a person that summons catgirls and be a necromancer.
I'll give you a 7 out of 10 for that one, Bob.
Good, because that was Squinto that made that joke.
I mean, it could be even worse than that. You could be a guy who like brings reptilians back to life and call yourself a geckomancer.
Yeah.
See, I can make bad ones too. Not all of mine are funny.
So, Travis, color me curious. How does it feel playing your first villain?
In a RP or just in real life? Because I mean, that's personal experience.
Either.
I like it. I like playing a bad guy. Because I know what I'm. The thing is, though, is that God doesn't see himself as the bad guy. He just sees like an opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
And well, you know, if things go well, the starting place might have a facelift. A whole lot of faces lifting up into the air.
Yeah, it's the fact that all the active players, for the most part, are not currently in Sanctuary, and shit's about to go down in Sanctuary is a little bit troubling.
Oh, y'all are fine.
All I'm gonna say is, good luck getting that around Vantheo and Colony.
Yeah, Vantheo and Colony are currently in Fairview, heading towards a dungeon.
Oh, well, that's their problem, not mine.
Good luck with that, then. That's all I gotta say.
You know what? You know what? I've met Colony. They are a very fine collection. They can collect themselves pretty well. You know, they're pretty good at marching orders. So I wouldn't be surprised if we have so much in common.
I can't speak for Colony, nor can I for anybody else's character. But all I gotta say is, I wish you luck in your future endeavors, and I'm just gonna be over here looking in Monkey Town.
Oh, it's fine. I'm not even. I think I'm the. I'm one of. I think I'm one of many players who are not afraid of starting over again.
All I gotta say is, try not to be out with your evilness, because personal experience, that's usually a telltale sign of not failure, but you might get targeted.
On the other hand,
I want a bounty sheet.
On the other hand, like, it's actually kind of, I think it's a good approach to introduce a villain as early on as possible, so that way, because if you play your cards right long game wise, which, I mean, I like to do that, from day one, they're there developing with everybody else. So when shit goes down, say like 2 years later, you will have watched every single step they took to get to that point.
Mm-hmm.
A villain is only defined by the moments you live with them. If you can watch happiness or sadness unfold, you feel it when finally it comes to an end. Whether you're on the side of good or bad. If you can watch it all come crumbling down by each single piece, much like you just said, Juan. And I
yeah, what do you think I'm doing on Warzone?
Oh, you know what? To be honest with you, I'm in wrestling tournament season, so I've had to step away from watching Warzone. But I go back and like watch the VODs. You guys are doing good over there. We're being a real jerk.
Yes. I'm fighting your friends right now.
You know what? You shouldn't do that. But I can't stop you.
That's the interesting...
That's okay. I'm sure they'll handle themselves. It's just we want the same things.
Not at the same time. You were saying, Bob?
The great thing about Season 2, I will admit, is there's a lot more of a separation between the person and the character, especially for Season 2.
I can agree to that.
We had a lot more... I think it's due to the addition of the bots that we use for making character posts and what have you. But Season 1 had a lot of problems with people getting really overly attached to their characters. And I think that's due to the fact that half of the roster was named after their usernames.
Well, it's that
it
as
was
well
also...
as... sorry, go ahead, Juan.
It was also a lot of people's first time, and it's like, you know, a lot of people, they've already had their characters on Warzone or Flashbang, they port over to here, everybody's hanging out with their friends. It's like, it's deeply personal, I would say, for that, because it's like, oh, you feel like, oh, you're growing and changing, because Maelstrom had to evolve. Like, it didn't have everything that it has now, especially, like, it didn't have, like, as many, like, DMs, it didn't have, like, as many regions. You were mostly doing everything by yourself, and not everything was 5e related. We brought in a lot of, like, everybody's favorite stuff, which I think is actually a very good thing to do for a first season. So it's like everybody gets to have all their fun stuff. And if they want to pick up, you know, the regular system, they can do that.
See, for me, I think it was more or less because people, like, made extensions of themselves, especially when it comes to, like, okay, this is Maelstrom Season 1, we're not really sure what to look around for, so let's just go ahead and just do what we know. And some people pretty much made, like, I can admit it, Johan is an extension of me that is definitely a lot bolder and braver, but there's a bunch of vast differences, but also on the topic of bringing in things, it got I will admit it got a little out of hand in some cases.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like a bunch of people, like pretty much were making like casual checks at above 30 or above 40, and I'm over here like,
Bruh. please.
okay, that's fine
It's,
because you got the permission, but or like someone like, oh, I made myself indestructible and invincible because I did this, and that. I'm like, okay, so there's no reason to do anything with you. I see.